What's up, guys? So I got a pretty big announcement to make. Obviously, we weren't able to continue on sick week with the guys. Molly ended up getting sick. Wyatt got sick, was thrown up. I actually got sick today. So we actually landed in Orlando, just kind of stayed with a friend for a couple days and wanted to relax a little bit, collect our thoughts, figure out what we wanted to do next. And it was apparent that we obviously weren't going to be able to follow the guys for the rest of sick week. I really wanted to be there and help Tommy the entire time and help film and everything, but it just wasn't possible. So we did what was best for Wyatt, and we stopped and stayed with a friend for a couple days. Pretty big announcement to make. We are going to be down here in Florida for the rest of winter time, and we're staying in basically a new rental house with a big shop. So the plan is we're going to come down here in the winter, each winter, and be able to make content and race year round. It's going to be a game changer for us. In the past, obviously it's hard to make content in the winter in Ohio. You're basically trying to make content out of nothing. I don't even like editing the videos when it's like that. I want to do more racing. I've always wanted to do more racing videos and not have to bore you guys with stuff. So for the good of the channel and for the good of Molly's health and Wyatt's health, being a stay-at-home mom in Ohio, it's tough in the winter. It's not easy. You're cooped up, can't really get out much, nowhere to go. It's freezing cold. I mean, when we left the week before, it was 0 degrees for an entire week straight. We're having furnace trouble. It's tough, man. It's tough trying to be a creator in Ohio. So I think this is definitely going to help out. I'm obviously going to miss my parents terrible. I hope they end up coming down or finding a way to come down and visit with us. Obviously we got a lot of racing coming up. We've got North vs. South and Immokalee coming up in the end of February, and then we got World Series of Pro Mod. Jimmy Dale is putting on Little Gangsters class, 10,000 on top of the pot, so that's the weekend after, and then we got the all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive shootout. Now I'll probably have to fly home at some point and go grab the S10 and probably a pickup truck to bring down here, but for right now, this is what's happening. We're going to be down here at least until, I would say, the end of March, early April. And then once, racing starts kicking up back at home, it starts warming up, we'll go home. And then, I think it's going to help content a lot, because honestly, I don't know, if we had stayed in Ohio, I don't know what we were going to do the next month or two. We probably would have had to buy a project up there and spend a bunch of money and not be able to drive it around or test it. We're looking to kind of get something going quickly for the next giveaway, and there's a lot of nice companies down here that provide parts, like TRZ Motorsports. There's a lot of companies that I can visit, collaborate with. CJ Race Cars is down here. Obviously there's a lot of YouTube creators down here that I'd like to get to know and meet and hang out with. The racing scene down here is huge, so I'm really excited, and I hope you guys are excited too. All right, let's check out the shop. Here we are. Got an air compressor, air conditioning, heat. Plenty of room in here for activities. Really good lighting. Can't wait to get some tools in here.
Never go wrong with spaghetti. So I was like, that's safe, right?
Yeah.
Everybody loves mom's spaghetti.
There's his drums. All right, so it is Monday, February 2nd or 3rd. Jeff borrowed the alternator and battery off my car to complete sick week. He had an issue with his on day one. So I got it back He gave it back to me on the last day, and I think he was probably tired and just forgot, but don't have a pulley for it. The pulley got taken off to put his serpentine style pulley on. I had a V-belt pulley, which is missing. And then the battery has 6mm threads. They would usually have studs with 3/8 nuts on the other side. So I had to go to the hardware store and get some 6mm bolts just to get it back out of the trailer. But I gotta put this alternator on just at least so that I can hook the wire to it, the charge wire, or tape it up because I don't want that arcing down there. So I'm gonna have to put the alternator on just for the fact that I need to connect that wire to the... All right, so I got my alternator back on. I have a bad feeling that that alternator's dead because the battery was extremely low, 16.1. So I'm gonna try to charge the battery up. Hopefully the battery's okay. And it'll take a charge. Looks like it's charging now, so I'm gonna use the generator because I don't have an extension cord long enough right now to get to the shop, but what a mess. Take me and old Pookie Bear here. We're gonna go for a golf cart ride while my Nova's charging up. What do you think, buddy? You wanna go for a golf cart ride? Huh? Let's do it. Let's go explore the neighborhood. What you got there, buddy? Got you a cheese stick? Wanna help me get this Nova unloaded? All right, we've had this bad boy charging for over an hour. Let's see if it'll start. It's been a little while. All right, we're at 17 volts, 77-degree water temp, even though we don't have water in it. I think everything's okay. Do we have any oil in the accumulator? No, the accumulator's closed. Like she never left. All right, got the car all backed in here. She's looking good. I haven't run it yet since we put the engine back in. And I'm noticing that I'm missing a few things. One being the return spring that used to go right here to the linkage. This thing isn't returning quite enough and it feels a little loose, so I need to make some adjustments there. And it has fresh oil in it. Trying to think what else. Yeah, I just need to go over it. We need to put some 275 drag radials on it. Get these big 315s off there. And I came across a race coming up tomorrow at Showtime. Now, if you guys remember, I went there last year and raced. When 1320 was there, we actually won. So I do have some experience at that track. And you know, what better testing than to go down there to Showtime. That'll give us a good opportunity to test for a Immokalee. Only problem is I'm not ready at all. The car's sitting on 315 radials. There's no weight in the back of it. There's a lot of things that need to be done to get it ready, and we're just not there. I need tubes for the tires, for one. I need 28-inch slicks. I need to put them on. And then I need my laptop. It's not here. I'm gonna have to have my laptop overnighted from the house because it never got put in the trailer. There's a lot of things that need to be done. So I'm gonna go and try and find some tires today, and we'll see if we can't get this old hot rod ready for tomorrow. shop's got. Need a little shop. There they are. All right, so we got our tires, we got some valve stems, I got a racing jacket because I forgot mine at home somehow. Still need my laptop, I'm gonna have that overnighted. Didn't have any tubes for the tires, which I'm a little concerned about that because it's been a long time since I ran Mickey Thompson's without tubes. But my car doesn't really plant the tire that hard on the hit, so I think it might be okay. Maybe just have to raise the air pressure up a little bit in it. Yeah, this place is really nice. Nice little speed shop here, Pinto's Complete Auto Repair. Pretty cool deal. Nice salesman, pretty knowledgeable. So, A+. And everything down here is just so pretty, man. It's very refreshing to see some green and blue skies, you know, in the wintertime. It does really good for the soul. And Weasel Pig's enjoying this weather. She's all sprawled out, sunbathing. All right, so I came back home for a little bit, fed Wyatt, got him a little nap. He's in the house napping. Molly's gonna be outside gardening the rest of the day. And I have to go and pick up some tubes for these tires. Luckily, my buddy Charles with Mini Farm Truck, he had some, so he actually pulled some out of his S10 to give to me. He's already got them pulled, so I'm gonna run up to Ocala, about an hour and 5 minute drive from my house, and we're gonna go pick up these tubes so I can put them in the tires and run it the way I like to run it. So we got our tubes. I didn't want to go without these, man. I don't know about you, but I hate not using them.
I do too. That's why you're getting them, so I know how they work.
Yeah. So I appreciate it, man. Thank you for pulling them off your truck just so I can have them.
Ain't no big deal, man. Try them out and let me know how they work.
Yeah. Alright, so I might have went a little crazy. Hopefully this all fits in the Nova. My shopping cart looks like Cletus's El Camino on sick week. I know what you guys are thinking. I've spent a lot of money today. But really I haven't. Because I won $1,200 at the casino last night. That should help keep the Nova cool. 2400 CFM. Oh yeah. So I'm on my way home. I was on Marketplace earlier today because I'm looking for another vehicle to acquire to basically do a giveaway on this April and maybe make some content with. Like to run 530 Index Little Gangsters, the Jimmy Dale's race coming up. My dad's looking for a ride for it. So I'm like, maybe I can find something down here that can check all those boxes at once. And this little 4-door 66 Impala grudge car came up for sale in my town. And so the guy just messaged me back, said he'd be home here in about 10 minutes if I wanted to swing by and check it out. So it may be worth swinging by and checking out. I mean, it's already in my town. It's really close by. The car's got a lot of history. It's got a ton of videos on YouTube of it. They call it, I can't remember what they call it. I'll remember by the time I get there. But yeah, car's pretty badass. It's obviously been sitting for a little while. It's probably changed hands a few times, I would imagine, and it's been sitting outside. We're gonna check it out and see what kind of condition it's in, see how it runs. It's an old 66 4-door Impala grudge car. It's been in a lot of Jay Malcolm's videos in the past, so we're gonna go check it out and see if it's maybe worth acquiring. Oh, there she sits. That thing's really cool. Looks like it's been sitting for a while for sure. Look at those big meaty 12-inch wheels in the back. It's definitely been mini tubbed. I love how the body line starts at this back door, comes up. It's really sick. That thing is cool. So cool. Somebody has put a muffler on it. Those are massive headers. It's got mufflers. Got a big block Chevrolet in there. Of unknown size. Looks like it's got a 4150 carburetor on there. It's got nitrous, direct port, induction solutions, fogger. It's got a big cap distributor. Really rusty headers, but they're what appear to be 2-inch or 2 1/4. Those are massive. Looks like it's got aerospace brakes, unknown struts. Looks like it probably has a decent bit of travel though. It's just got a single A-arm on the bottom, tubular front end. CVF starter down there. Moroso vacuum pump. Aeromotive filter down there. Those things are worth some money. CSR water pump. It's got this kind of neat fuel log for all the regulators. Yeah, this thing was a race car at one time. Looks like fun. Questionable fitting, but let's see what the inside's like. Factory bench seats in here. This is a drag and drive car right here, son. We got a nitrous controller, an Edelbrock nitrous controller. Factory dash. We got a grid. Holy smokes, we got a grid controller. We got a Leash Electronics relay board. So there is some nice parts in this thing. The guy's only asking $18,000 on Marketplace. I'm sure I could probably get him down a little bit more, but it's an NRG steering wheel. Keys in it. Let's just see if it does anything. It's got a 1/4 turn valve, nitrous bottle pressure there. Oh, it's even got a cigarette lighter. Holy smokes. Charge your phone in here. AM wideband. The seats are in really good shape. Carpet's in pretty decent shape. Welds look decent. Obviously need some paint on some of these bars that never got painted, but yeah. They welded probably 75% of it. Main hoop. Man, I wish they would have painted that freaking cage. It's alright, it can be sanded down and hand painted. Looks like it's tied into the floor down here. The seat bar. It's a TIG welded cage. At least in most spots that I can see. I really like the green seats actually. It's like the stock steering wheel's still in there. Oh, it's even got, I could fit Wyatt in the back of this thing. Door's shut nice. It's got disc brakes, Willwood. Let's see what we got under the rear. Looks like Viking shocks, maybe? Or QA1. Yeah, they're Viking. They're Viking shocks. Looks like it's probably a ladder bar setup from what I can know. No, it's a 4-link. It's a Mustang style 4-link with short upper bars. Wow. And a drive shaft loop. It looks like it's really low. Yeah, that's a Mustang style 4-link, and somebody's really took some time to think this out, because this is the factory frame. It goes back to this cross member for the 4-link. Don't have a whole lot of adjustability. Right now it looks like the anti-squat percentage is pretty high, but the bars are also as low as they can go in the back right now. So those could come up a lot. This thing should work pretty good. It's got a Mustang style 4-link. That's great for street racing. This is a really neat car. Definitely built with street racing in mind, with these long struts. As you can see, we have a ton of shaft showing here. There's a 200-pound QA1 springs. It's probably what's needed to hold that big block up. Iron heads. Looks like we got Merlin heads. I don't know anything about World Products Merlin heads. I can't see anything on the block. I don't know if it's a stock block. World Products Merlin. I wonder if it's a stock block. It's hard to say. These people are Hispanic, so, and I don't think they speak a lot of English. Maybe just a little. I wish I could hear it run. This guy won't be home for a while. He said he was gonna be here, but ended up being, he'd be here an hour later. It's got swing out door bars. That's kind of cool. We got our tack in there. There's a lot of spray foam insulation in this thing. They must be driving this car a little bit, whoever had it. Custom throttle pedal down there. It's got some switches down here. A lot of these bars look bad because they've never been painted, but honestly the welds don't look bad. This is probably an 850 cert cage. I don't know if it was ever certed, but doesn't look very hard to get in and out of. And this thing is really, really cool. A new set of wheels would really make this thing pop, but I kind of like what it's got too. A bit of specialties up front, Pro Stars in the back, some beadlock conversion. Man, I'll bet the battery's dead in this thing. It looks like it's been sitting here for a while, and that battery charger's just sitting in the trunk. That looks suspicious. Try to sit in this thing. The steering wheel's really low. We'll have to dive into that if we even buy this thing. I'm a little concerned. There's a box in the car. It's got 2-inch wheel spacers in it. That's never a good sign. Got a nitrous express bottle in the trunk. Billet bottle bracket. Looks like a 10-gallon fuel cell. 2 batteries. And I'm guessing that is a kill switch. Or there's a kill switch somewhere back here. Where are these switches going to? It's probably for data logging, I would imagine. Ground here. And positive running over here. Over to there. Okay. Very interesting stuff. Have a little bump button. Got studs that are 3 miles long. Get the carburetor off. Oh boy. I figured it out. I just keep finding more and more stuff. So our starter's actually up here. It's not on the key. Yeah, so we've got all our fans and stuff up here. Let's go ahead and turn this back on. Ignition is on. Let's turn that off. Fuel pump. Fuel pump works. Off. System 1 arm. Purge. Cooling. How do we get the fans to turn off? That's my question. All right, so I'm just waiting on this guy to show up. He's apparently 5 minutes away. I did a little research on the car further, and those heads are pretty good. They flow 380 out of the box. Pretty neat deal. I'm really excited to learn more about the engine setup in it, but it's listed at 18 grand. I think I can probably get it for 15 or 16, but really, really neat car, and I'm excited to learn more about it.
So I haven't really
Yeah, the battery.
It's a little flooded.
Yeah, it's a little.
I wouldn't pump it anymore.
Yeah, it's flooded.
Yeah.
but yeah, I haven't started for a while. It's flooded like too many times. But it's that engine is fucking crazy, bro. I'm telling you, I went around in the car. Oh man, people was like, I mean, not in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
No. But outside, I was like, oh my god.
Do people get pissed off when you drive it around? It's
No,
a little
because
loud.
I go really slowly,
Yeah.
you know, bro. And then when I go outside, I hit the paddle and it goes like bananas.
Yeah.
I registered the car. The car is registered.
Okay.
Yeah, I have insurance. Look, I got the plates and I never put it on. Oh, look. Right here.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
That's a pretty plate. It's like an old antique plate.
Exactly, yeah. I have insurance on it and everything. I don't take it out. I don't.
That's awesome.
But setting here, Bramble and everything. That's because I don't use it. If you use it, it's supposed to be like that. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you use them, they'll clean up.
But this thing is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's got like 2.5-inch primary headers.
Yeah. Oh man.
Those are massive. It could be cleaned up. That's my thing. I like cleaning stuff up.
And I know that if
I'll probably paint the headers and make them non-rusty.
I will do that.
Yeah.
If you paint that ceramic
Yeah.
and shine off this thing that is been sitting in here and all
Yeah.
that, man, this car everywhere that you go, it's like people, it's like, oh man.
I love it. I love cars that have history.
Oh, I'm glad that you know, and then about this, and I saw the car and I was, oh my god, I love this. This is what I like. I like to talk to people that love, like, don't talk to me about new cars. I like old cars.
Yeah.
Since I was a little kid, I've been like that. I don't like new cars. I like old cars. Yeah,
It's really neat.
That's what we do back in my country. We, we like to play with the little toys, make them nice and beautiful. Yeah, that's what it is.
So how long have you had it? Like 2 years?
It has been about 2 years. Yeah, the title's there that when he traded in and all that. I think I still have the video from the day that he bought it to me, down the trailer and everything. Yeah.
Wow. Awesome. Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah, the one in the back. Yeah, right there.
It's got chargers in the back for the passengers. That's so cool.
It is, man. These people there, they did a lot of work on this car. I was like, man, there's a lot of potential. Yeah, I like it.
Wow. All right, so today has been very, very interesting to say the least. I'm extremely excited about this car. I don't know how it ended up 10 miles away from me or less, but it's here. It literally got listed on Marketplace 2 days ago, and I just got here. The car has a ton of history. I posted a quick little picture of the rear quarter panel on Facebook, and people already knew who it was and where the car came from and stuff, so they tagged the original owner, and he actually chimed in and let me know that he would let me in on basically every detail. He knows every wire, every nut, every dent, every scratch on that car. And he said it's also been 104 to the 60 foot. So I'm really excited to talk to the original owner and see, what all the history is on this thing. And I'm planning on going back over there Thursday to go and buy it. He said he's gonna hold it for me, no deposit needed. So my plan is to go back over there Thursday after the race and go get it. So yeah, man, this is really exciting. I'm gonna put some pictures up of the car when it was in its glory days, and hopefully we can kind of bring it back to its glory. Come here, you. Let me put a shirt on you.
So Daddy's gonna learn how to wrestle.
I gotta wrestle this little bear.
Goofy.
He's so goofy. Why are you trying to get my sunglasses? Ah! 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 Oh. Well, good morning, everybody. It's actually kind of chilly this morning. It's probably 50 degrees. We have some tires to swap, and we got to get this trailer ready. Got to get the RV loaded up. We're gonna go to Showtime tonight. See if we can do a little bit of good. Gotta grab my jack out of the trailer. Got a bunch of stuff from Harbor Freight yesterday. I got tires, tubes. Don't have baby powder. Molly's running to go get me some of that while she's getting breakfast. Looks like we have no valve cores in those. It's all right because I got some. What was it, Harbor Freight? Well, there's a valve core in that one. I do have some though. Various tools. Hopefully we can get this accomplished. UPS showed up. Should have my laptop in it and some other stuff that I needed from home. Shout out to Chris and my mom for boxing that up for me. Welp, bad news. We have a fuel leak on the side of this fuel tank.
Guys up in the park today.